Hello, my name is Cal Woods, and today I will be creating a video about how I made a banner image for my website for CA2 of Introduction to Web Development. So, this is an image manipulation program that I'm using known as GIMP, which is free on Windows 11. It can pretty much do everything Photoshop can do. This is the opening menu where I have already imported the base image that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use layers to make a new image. So over here where my mouse is are the layers. I only have two so far. Just the background layer, which is black, but I have reduced the opacity on it to make it seem like there's no background. And the image that I imported just above it is in a layer above it. The higher the layer, basically that layer takes the front of the image. The higher it goes. So previous layers will actually appear behind the front layer. Now moving on. So I'm going to be making this a view of Drogheda Town into a full size image. It'll be the size of this frame, and to do that, I simply have to manipulate the size. Do bear with me. Hello. Hello, I'm back. I did eventually figure out how to resize the layer. I don't use this application very often. If you go up here to layer and click on scale layer after you selected the layer over here, I can give a size. I simply set it to the same size as my canvas. So I rescaled the picture of Drogheda layer. That's why putting images onto their own layers can be very handy. You can edit them separately. Anyway, that's the first step. I want this image as a background. The next step is I'm going to draw my own image of snowfall. It's going to look terrible because I'm a very bad drawer. And I'm going to overlay the main image with it by adding the layer on top. Now, after another brief pause, I have gotten the effect I wanted. As you can see, I've added another layer called Snow Overlay, which is just a bunch of white snow looking dots. They're not exactly realistic looking, but still. And I have made a few of these, and I'm using the brush tool over here, which you press P to get. There's also other variants like pencil, airbrush. You can see all the letter shortcuts for them. And over here, on the right side, is this panel is where you pick the type of brush you want. There are loads. There are splatter types. There are called chalk, but it's a sketch. And loads types. I'm using this one here up top, called Hardness. It's just a nice looking one, as you can see. Nice cartoony looking one. And I have drawn, I've used it to make some snow by clicking like that. However, I do not want this. Over here on this panel here, this is the history. My history, every change I make is recorded here, so I can go back to certain points like that, as you can see. However, I want to be here. So yeah, I'm just going to finish off this image. Now I am finished the sides. I would like to also add some snow on the ground type effect so that it looks somewhat realistic. I'm going to do that by selecting one of these brushes, one of the scatter brushes. Now I am finished. I used another kind of paintbrush, a splatter type thing, so you can kind of cover the bottom in this snow. And now I'm going to add some text. I'm back. So I added text using this tool here, text tool, which just creates a box and then lets me add it. Yeah, I'm done. I added some text. I made it red, gave it a certain size and a certain font, and that is the image finished with 4 layers. Oh, here. Thank you.